Hey guys, my name's Ashley Gibson, and I'm excited to share my coaching journey with you. I am a mom of two boys. They're 5 and 6. We're currently stationed in South Carolina. My husband, Brandon, has been in the Marine Corps for over 14 years, so we move a lot. And when I was first exposed to this whole world of coaching, we were actually living in northern Michigan, tiny, tiny town called Alpena, where a lot of other Team Rockstar Fit coaches live. It's where Team Rockstar Fit's founder, Trina Gray, lives and owns two gyms. And I was actually a member at her gym. So I kind of started just noticing that there were people working out at the gym and working at the gym who were going to Group X classes and obviously using the facility for fitness. Then they were doing this other thing on the side. I kept seeing challenge groups and home workout programs. And actually, I didn't even know that they were related to P90X. My husband had gifted me P90X for Valentine's Day. I did ask him for it, so it wasn't kind of like an underhanded hint that I needed to lose the baby weight. But I had done P90X and kind of heard a hint about some coaching opportunity at the end of the videos. I always fast forwarded that. I always skipped over Shakeology. I didn't know it was all connected. But I really loved fitness. It was my outlet to get away from a very rough season of our life where my husband was working and gone 80 plus hours a week. Both of my boys were under 2. I had them 17 months apart. And I was really lonely. I didn't know anybody up there very well. I was kind of far from family. And to be honest, I felt really stuck. I didn't like that the military told us where we had to live, how much money we could earn, when my husband could come home, which felt like never. I didn't like the fact that he wasn't there and didn't even meet our oldest son until he was 6 months old. And I just sort of felt constricted by not having a lot of choices. And when you feel backed into a corner, it's easy to feel kind of unhappy. So here I was, a new mom, 2 kids, under 2 years old. I was in college because even though I felt kind of confined, I've always been a person who doesn't love complacency. I seek out something new, adventure. I want more for my life. So I was in college finishing my degree, and my friend Tracy said, "Hey, why don't you do this challenge group?" And she was a trainer at the gym. I took some of her classes, and I was like, okay, but I didn't think ever in a million years that a 25-minute video, it was T25, could get me close to the same results as me spending an hour to 2 hours at the gym. But since I'm a yes person, or at the time I said yes to everyone and everything except for my own goals, I couldn't say no to her. I felt terrible that I'd have to see her every day after rejecting her invitation. So I actually found a credit card from college that I forgot I had. It was in a wristlet I was cleaning out, and I was like, I think my husband would kill me if I spent money on a challenge pack. I don't really have that money, but I can put it on this card and pay it off with the babysitting money I was making because I was babysitting my neighbor's son. So that's exactly what I did. I joined the challenge group, and within 8 weeks of doing T25, I had abs. I had a better body than I'd had in all of high school, and I had community and accountability, and I'd made a bunch of new friends, and I was really happy. It gave me something to look forward to and something to do and work on that kind of let me just enjoy new friendships. And that's something that I really craved, especially as a military spouse who moves a lot and is always in a new area, not necessarily getting to keep the same friends. So again, when Tracy told me that I could become a coach, I had kind of been observing the coaching opportunity for about 18 months just because, again, everyone at the gym was doing it. So I had seen fun things, like they were taking trips and they were earning trips to Summit, and they were getting together a lot, and they were even earning money and able to pay for, new vehicles and just different fun things. And I was intrigued by it, but I was still very skeptical. I thought it was a marketing ploy. Like I remember seeing some of their posts and thinking, I don't know if you actually did that or you're just saying that. I was very just unsure of the whole thing. So again, though, Tracy said, you like Shakeology, you are a military spouse, so you don't even have to pay the coaching fee. You can just save 25% on your shakes. And I was like, okay, that's a no-brainer. So I signed up at first just for the discount. And then they had a coach training program called Rock the Basics come out. And again, it was just doing my friend a favor. She said, do you think you could check out this training and give me your honest feedback? In my mind, I was like, no, because I have 2 kids under 2 and I'm trying to finish college and I have no one around in my household or my life to help. And I'm already overwhelmed and stressed. But as a yes person, what do you think I said? Of course, I said, sure, sign me up. And I joke that I said yes to everyone and everything, not even thinking about my own needs. But honestly, that was my best yes ever. I entered the coach training program and the whole world opened up to me. I saw, man, I love fitness. I really can work a business doing what I'm already doing and actually getting paid for it. Like it was mind blowing. And what I saw in our coach training program was not just the opportunity, but they taught me techniques to execute what I wanted. And at first, I wasn't really clear on what I wanted out of coaching. I didn't really think I could make a significant income, but I did think an extra $100 a month would be nice. And when my own sponsor, Tracy, said, what would you do with an extra $100 a month? I thought, I'd buy new sheets. I've always wanted a set of really nice sheets, not the $30 set from TJ Maxx. I'd just buy some nice sheets that don't have baby spit up on them. And 2 years later, after that conversation, we moved here to South Carolina. And it blew my mind because I was making the bed with the same ratty sheets. Like I spread them out, was waiting to tuck in the corners, and I realized that I was still making my bed with those sheets. But that very day, I had also paid our mortgage with 1 week's income. And it was just, the whole opportunity came full circle and really gave me this sense of satisfaction and just gratitude that I said yes to coaching, and I said yes to Team Rockstar Fit, and I said yes to myself, and believing that we are a military family, but we can make our mark differently on the world, and maybe this could be an avenue to have more say-so in our own lives. And that's been exactly what it is. Brandon's not out of the Marine Corps yet, but one of my big goals was to match his income. That way, if he did decide to leave, I'd be able to cover our monthly bills on my income alone. And for the last 2 years, we've done that. I didn't get to choose where we moved, but when I surveyed the area and there weren't great school options, especially for preschool, we were able to afford 3 years of private preschool for our kids, all with Beachbody's income. I love to travel, but before we never got to go anywhere that wasn't to visit family, or my husband's mom works for an airline, so she would have to fly us to get anywhere we wanted to go. And one of my main things has always been being able to see more of the world. I like adventure. And because of Beachbody, we've been able to travel everywhere, all over, multiple times a year. In fact, the last 2 summers, and this summer we're doing it again, I'm packing up the car and I take my kids for a 3-week adventure to see my parents, to see my family. We're going to stop at some cool museums along the way. And I've been able to fund everything with the income I earned from Team Beachbody. So I know you're probably watching this and you're checking out the sneak peek and you're thinking, I don't know if this can be me too. What Ashley's saying sounds great, but I don't see it for myself. And I want to tell you that I didn't see it for myself at first either. But what I saw was there had to be more to life than folding the laundry and taking care of the kids and waiting for Ellen DeGeneres to come on at 4 o'clock to do it all over again the next day. I wanted to feel more fulfilled. I wanted to feel like I was contributing, and I wanted to feel like I had more choices. And that's exactly what this opportunity has given me. It can give you that too, and you don't have to figure it out alone. The great thing is you are joining literally the best team in the network. Our training is just a cut above the rest, and they teach you everything you need to know to build your own successful fitness business from home. So I hope to get to know you more on Team Rockstar Fit, and thank you for checking this out.